Welcome friends to Thirukkural English Couplet TV. We are coming to 27th chapter, fasting. In Tamil it's known as Tavam. I'm explaining Kurals in the light of Thirukkural English Couplet, translated book by me, which is having 7 words, 4 plus 3 words as Kurals are. Using two types of grammars, what we call Kural and couplets grammar in English. This Kural is a grammar used by Thirukkural, and never before him was it used by anybody else, and never was it used by anyone after his Kurals. That's a Kural. So I have used both. I have applied both the grammar for this translation. This has been translated to bring in the spirit of Thirukkural to English in 7 words. So I have used one method of translation that's called semantical approach to translate fully. This is known as fasting. We are taking all this in one video because each Kural is interrelated with each other. So we are taking as one video. Now we are coming to Kural number 261. Endure sufferings sans harming as high priest did. He is asking us to endure sufferings. I mean bear sufferings without harming. You should not harm anybody, but you should endure sufferings as high priest did. High priest did. Why is a high priest? He is Thirukkural. He is using that word. That refers to high priest. It is also explained in other religious books and the Bible about the high priest. High priest is enduring sufferings because of the people. That happened in the Bible. Later it happened on Jesus. It is believed that Jesus took all the sufferings of the people. Before that, before Jesus, in the New Testament, in the Old Testament, the high priest was doing all this. So he is now referring it to the high priest. High priest in the New Testament is referred to Jesus Christ. Here he is telling high priest. This being not a Christian book, it is referred to high priest. But the truth is same. Truth is truth everywhere. High priest, when we compare, we take it, the high priest has said in this book or that book or whatever it is, when comparing to the New Testament, it is taken for Jesus Christ. But since this is not a book written for Christians, it is general. It is saying high priest. High priest versus enduring sufferings. So endure sufferings and harming as high priest did. We have to also do in life. High priest is not only high priest in the temple, but the high priest may be the head of the family. Head of the family has to endure sufferings because of the family. The same thing. Microcosmically and macrocosmically we have to take in, understand things. When it is said, it is our duty to understand and spread things scientifically, thinking it for ourselves and for our surroundings. That is what is Constitution 51 says. You have to spread the propagate the scientific temper. That's what. Next one, 262. Penance sans mind control is nothing but fast. He's telling penance. Penance means is a kind of a sacrifice. Without eating anything, without wearing anything, all such. This is a penance. Penance is sacrificing himself. The person is sacrificing himself without eating so much, without adorning himself, all such. That sans mind control. If he is doing all these things without controlling his mind, that is without continence. Without controlling his mind, if he is doing all these things, it's nothing but fast. It is nothing but fast. Fast means is comic drama. It's comic drama. Fast means, fast is nothing but, in English, fast means comic drama. So a person who shows himself or pretends himself to be not wearing anything and not eating anything and going for fast, all such, but at the same time is not controlling his mind, that is nothing but a comic drama. So you should not do that. You should not do that comic drama called fast. If you want to do that, you have to control your mind. So controlling mind is far better or more important than this one. Penance. 263. Forget not fasting, though regularly you tithe. Tithe is a word which is used in the Bible. So here also he is using that. Thurandarukku tupravu vendi. He is using the word. Thurandarukku tupravu vendi. The tithe is for the people who are doing God's ministry. So Thurandar, they are called Thurandar. Thurandarukku tupravu vendi. Thurandarukku, we have to help out. For that we are giving the tithes. That is what is said in the Bible. But that type of tithes is telling, that type of tithes you may be giving to some people who are having penance, are doing those people who are pretending or doing God's ministry, whatever it is. But whatever it is, whether you give or not, or if you give also, if you do not fast, that's of no use. So when you see the word fast, when I have explained, it is said in Isaiah 50, I think 56, 58, 6, 7, 8. These were there is a reference to fasting, which God wants us to fast. It is said that He wants us to fast, and that is the fasting that God wants us to do. That is in Isaiah 58, 6, 7. Isaiah 58, 6, 7. Where He wants us to fast. That fasting is not keeping away from eating something. Another type of fasting is eating certain things for lifelong. That is also fasting. And another fasting is giving our food to others and we ourselves keeping away from food 1 day or 2 days or something. Whatever, how much time it's possible, we can do that. That's also kind of fasting, which is referred to in 58 Isaiah 6 and 7. So he is asking us, you can find tithes, you can give tithes. That means you can give some money to the people who are doing penance, all such. That may be that you may be doing, but don't forget fasting. Don't forget to fast. That means don't forget to give to others your food. Don't forget to share your food. That's what he is telling. Forget not fasting, though regularly you tithe. Tithe is monthly giving some payment to some people who are doing God's ministry or some work for God or such. Next one, 264. Winning foes, saving friends, attitude center. Attitude is very important for anything. So winning foes, you can win foes, enemies, or saving friends. You can save friends. You can have friends at your disposal. These are because of your attitude. Attitude center. Your attitude is not that much good, you cannot do that. Your attitude is not that much centered, you cannot do winning. You cannot win foes. You cannot save friends. That's what it means. 265. Prayers are heard if rooted via fasting. And now he is coming to again fasting. This fasting, I already said, fasting is keeping away from some food for some time, or keeping away from certain food for lifelong. And main thing is, as said in Isaiah 58, 6 and 7, it's giving to others, sharing your food to others. helping others. All 8 type of things which are helping others are explained there. That is called fasting, it is said. So that type of fasting, he says, fasting is important. So your prayers are heard because of prayers are rooted via your fasting. So fasting is important. That is why God says, if you are doing all these things that are referred to Thirukkural in the first chapter itself, in the first chapter itself, in the 8th, Kural, he is referring to 9th Kural. He is referring to 8 attributes of God. These are the 8 attributes which God asks us to do. Thereby, he is saying, your righteousness will go before you and God's grace will be coming after you. That means you will not get into any accident. You will be protected. Completely you will be protected from any accident, any enemy, any type of any sort of disease. That is what is referred to. So fasting is giving, and you can find this in each Proverbs. In Tamil we say, if you give, you will be protected. That is in 8 way. 8-way distribution. 8-way fasting. Fasting in 8 dimension. 8 dimensions are there. 8-dimension fasting is referred to. So then your prayer will be heard. 6th Kural. Penance performs duty, others could not. Penance performs duty, others could not. The penance will be performing its duty which cannot be performed by others. So penance is very important, but fasting is more important than that one. So penance fastened with the fasting or mingled with fasting will help you out. Next, 267. Fire purifies gold and forbearance purifies achievers. Gold is purified by fire. If you put gold into the fire, it will get purified out of it. So it will be more glittering after you put it into the fire. How? The same way, achievers are put into fire. What fire? That is called penance. That is called forbearance. Forbearance means you are to bear the sufferings. Thereby that is a fire. You have to get rid of that fire after going into the fire. You have to go into the fire, come out of it. That the fire is called forbearance. You have to bear the sufferings, and then you have to come out of it. You are purified. You are purified, and now you are glittering as gold, because gold is also glittering because of the fire. The same fire here, it's known as forbearance. Forbearance is the fire, and the forbearance, out of it you will be coming as an achiever. Then you will become an achiever. Till then you cannot. 268. Lives how down before. Lives bow down before those undergoing penance. Lives, all people bow down before those undergoing penance. If those people who separate themselves for doing some penance, that means working for God or doing something for God, sacrificing themselves because of working for God, because they want to work for God, if they start doing it and without control, it's not without controlling mind. As he said in the previous Quran, in the second Quran, it should not be without controlling the mind. With controlling mind, that's the meaning. That is the understood meaning that we have to understand from the second Quran. Lives bow down before those who undergoing penance. So all lives in the world will bow down before that. That means adore that person. That means admire and adore. They will admire to the extent of adoration. Adoration is not exclusive adoration, and that is referred to God. No, it is human adoration will be done. Next, 269. Endurers become spiritual to overcome death fear. The endurers, the penance doers, are those who fast and bear the sufferings, that is forbearance, they become spiritual. They become spiritual to overcome death. They are not afraid of death. They will not be fearing death. Whatever it comes, they will be afraid. They will not be afraid. They will not be afraid of COVID-19 or whatever it is. They won't, because they are suffering. They are suffering. They are coming out of it as a gold, glittering as achievers. So they don't fear death. If they don't, if you start loving your life, fearing all this, you will start fearing. That is why Jesus said, if you start loving, you will lose it. If you are ready to lose it, you will have it. So you will have it automatically. That is what he means. Next one, 270. Some endurers are responsible for many rich. So now he is showing us the influence given by the endurers or the balance makers or balance doers and are the forbearers in the society. The thing done by these people will be making many people rich because of their sufferings, because they are showing some way, because they are influencing the surroundings, the situation or the atmosphere. They are influencing, impacting the atmosphere. Thereby, many people are becoming rich in thought, rich in life, and they are flourishing and prospering because of these people. So, penance is important, fasting is important. Thereby, people are flourishing. So important, but controlling mind is more important. All such is explained in these Qurans. Thank you.